Well, good morning and happy Thursday. It's Leza live on the radio. The news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, specifically this morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Question, can we really call our show the news?
Yes.
It's news you need to know.
It's news you can use. Yes,
News you
absolutely.
can use?
Absolutely. Don't you learn something every day on the show?
Usually about myself, yes.
We have Drew in the engineering booth. How are you, Drew?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. It feels like fall outside.
Well, you know what? We dropped about 10 degrees.
I could tell.
And it's going to drop a little bit more towards the weekend.
Right.
So we might have a winter, and we have a chance of some precipitation.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
When? What day?
Saturday.
Saturday. All right.
Now, Friday night, Saturday morning, you know.
Okay.
We'll take whatever the good Lord's going to give us.
That's exactly right. I mean,
and we need something.
It feels like fall because the wind is gusty out there,
Yes,
and the
it is.
leaves that are still remaining, they're blowing around everywhere. I didn't wear a jacket again this morning because yesterday, remember I said I didn't wear a jacket, and
Right.
I was fine. Well, today I'm not fine. Today it feels like fall, winter on the way.
I'm wearing my jacket and I didn't get time to take it off yet. So.
Yeah, I know. We're so busy this morning.
So busy.
So busy. We have a couple things we have to talk about right off the top. Prescott High School basketball won their game last night.
Yes.
Defeated Mesquite High 90-76 in the first round of the 4A state tournament. Their next game, they will face ALA Gilbert North tomorrow.
So one step closer to being on the show.
Yeah, that's right. I bet that's exactly their motivation to win.
I beat mine.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever works.
I haven't cleared that yet with the coach or the school or the players, but we're going to get them in here one way or another.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
I don't either.
You'll be able to persuade them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, when you win the NBA championship, you get to go to the White House. When you win the state championship in Prescott, you get to come to Leza Live.
I mean, that's so much bigger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll have to arrange to have food when they come, because then they'll be really
Do it
excited.
on Friday.
Yeah, okay. All
Donuts.
Right. Right. And then the girls, they play tonight. So go Lady Badgers taking on Agua Fria in their first round, 7 o'clock tonight. You can listen to the game right here on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA.
Now, if they win, are they coming in too?
Absolutely. We do not discriminate.
They get their own show, though. We're not going to have like 30 people in here.
Well, that
right?
might be fun.
I don't know where we're going to put them.
We're out of microphones at like 5.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Okay, we might have to have a different days.
All right.
Okay, and you know what? Even if they don't win the championship, we'd still love to have them in, right?
That's 2 days of food.
I know. It makes
So let's
you
do
happy.
it Monday, Tuesday, and then Barry still has to come in on Friday.
Okay, perfect.
I love it.
See the way he works?
I love it. I love how he works. Yes, absolutely. So, woke up to some sad news this morning. We lost one of the greats. Legendary actor Gene Hackman passed away. They confirmed that he, his wife Betsy, and their dog had all been found in their home yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, and they're not suspecting any foul play. They think it might have been carbon monoxide poisoning. But
Yep.
of course they have to investigate. But when you hear about even the dog, and I mean, how old was he? He was in his 90s?
95.
95, yeah.
I mean, he was a great actor. What was your favorite movie he was in?
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
Superman.
Okay. What about yours?
French Connection.
Ah, yeah, I would say Unforgiven. But every character he played, he was so good at.
Unforgiven. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't in that, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, he was. He got it. He won
Yes,
an
he
Oscar
was.
for it.
Yes, he was. He was the.
Yes.
He was the villain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to think of the other one that's like Unforgiven, where he's a villain
we
too.
have Bonnie and Clyde, French
No, he
Connection.
had with Sharon Stone.
Yes, with Sharon Stone.
And
I'm forgetting
Russell
the name.
Crowe.
Yeah.
It wasn't where they have the shootout.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that movie. That was shot about 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Down in southeast Arizona.
Yes. Yes, very
The
cool.
whole thing, not just parts of it. The whole film was shot down there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. You mentioned some of his lighter roles like Lex Luthor in Superman, played the blind man in Young Frankenstein, and even ended up, do you remember, he dressed up in drag for Robin Williams's The Birdcage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Great actor, good life, 95, but what a sad way to go.
Well, at least it was painless, I guess. But
Yeah.
still, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to. You don't want. Yeah, you don't want it to go like that.
No, absolutely not.
I just remembered the other one, Enemy of the State with Will
Oh.
Smith. That's
That's
a
a very good
really
one.
good one
Yeah,
too.
that's another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the list is long.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. You know.
Do you remember he was in the Poseidon Adventure? Do you remember that movie?
Oh,
Drew,
absolutely.
did you ever see that? It's with the ship going down.
No.
That was, I mean, when I was a kid, that movie scared
That
the
was scary.
living lights out of
Yeah.
me. Yeah, and he was super young in that movie. When was that movie out?
Oh, I don't know.
Long time ago. Yeah.
And the one with Pretty Something with it had Love Hewitt in it.
Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, she's in it, and along with Sigourney Weaver, and he is a cigarette tycoon guy.
Yeah.
And he goes out with these gals, and they put a scam on him. It's really hilarious.
Okay. Well, when you come up with the name.
Pretty Something.
It's okay. See, this is where my lack of sleep and getting up in the morning, it's like turning over the car engine. It finally turned over. The movie
Right.
is Quick and the Dead.
There you
See,
go.
I didn't look it up. It
There
just
you
hit.
go.
Quick and
Good
the
for
Dead.
you.
There you
Took
go.
like 10 minutes,
Good for you.
but
yeah.
I got it.
It's okay. That's okay. Welcome to our world, Matt. Drew's Googling it. He's Googling it.
Oh,
He
yeah,
wants to
he is.
remember the name of that movie.
Drugel is on it.
Yeah. So that was sad news this morning, and we've talked about it a little bit, but we need to tell everybody.
Do we need to tell everybody what?
We need to tell everybody that Matt Hinshaw's home is going up for sale tomorrow. If you want to
Yep.
live where celebrities live, people, you can purchase Matt. He turns off his microphone. You can purchase Matt Hinshaw's home right here in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beautiful, sprawling metropolis of Diamond Valley.
Diamond Valley,
Yeah.
which is right, I mean, centrally located between Prescott Valley and Prescott.
You know, I literally just roll down the hill to the new hospital.
Perfect.
I don't even have to really get in the car, nothing.
yeah.
Just roll down the hill.
That
I'm right
is
in
a
the
plus.
parking lot.
Yeah,
Yep.
somebody that might have a need for that might want to look into purchasing your home.
Yeah.
So it's going on the MLS tomorrow.
I'm putting it on the market tomorrow. I've
Yes.
been working very extremely diligently for about 3.5 weeks or so,
Right.
give or take, on it.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere, even though the exes that I have, large and multiple in town, would love for me to move away. I'm not moving away. I'm
No.
just moving to a different location in town.
In town,
So I'm not
yes.
going anywhere.
Yes.
But I got to get rid of the old one to get
right.
the new one.
Right.
And so I'm having an open house on Saturday from 11 till 2. It's 4670 East Donna Drive is my address.
Okay.
And don't go by today or really too much tomorrow because
Right.
they're still painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
yeah. Wait until Saturday.
Yeah.
Are you going to bake cookies?
No. I'm trying to figure out what I was going to do. I was thinking maybe like sandwiches. I usually do like store-bought cookies and popcorn.
No, but you're missing
But
the
it's my
boat there.
house.
You got to cook so it smells.
Oh, believe me, that oven is spick and span. I have never turned it on.
All right. Well, get some of that pre-made dough and bake some
Just
cookies.
throw it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I'm not kidding. It works. And it's priced really nice if you're
Aggressively for
yes,
me. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a 3-2.
It's-
3-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
Right, right. And
Brand new fence.
okay.
RV parking.
RV parking. Yep.
You're going to give them a dozen eggs if they purchase
Dozen
it.
eggs.
This Saturday if they write a contract.
Well, I put I had 2 eggs, so 10. I'll just leave them in the fridge.
There you go. There you go. So, yeah, everybody make sure you stop by and see Matt's. You'll be there, right? You're signing autographs.
We'll be there signing autographs,
Okay,
yes.
Saturday from 11 to 2.
11 to 2.
Give me the
Yep.
address one more time, please.
4670 East Donna Drive.
Okay, and I get a little kickback if we sell it Saturday, right?
Of course.
Okay.
You'll get
Yeah.
3 eggs.
I think he's going to give you a kick in the back.
No, I'm going to deliver them. I'm just going to deliver them in the middle of the night with toilet paper.
Oh my gosh. People don't do that anymore, Matt.
I know,
It's
it's
too
too
expensive. It's too expensive. All right. So good luck to you. I hope
Well,
I hope
thanks.
you write a contract on Saturday. Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, I can't write it, so since I'm
Right.
selling it for myself.
Right.
But bring me a buyer.
Somebody can offer
Bring
you.
me a
Yeah.
buyer. Yep.
Okay. All right, realtors out there. You need to do it. Yes, I see Scott Dandos is here.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's coming up. He's
yes.
going to be a guest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, they're coming up a little later on in the show. We're going to talk about the 100 Men Who
Oh,
Care.
wonderful.
And their event is coming up on the 6th next week. And so all the details coming up about that.
I
Exciting.
got that movie for you.
Okay, what is it?
Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's
a good
hilarious.
one. All right. Well, maybe
And
an
it's got
honor.
Ray Liotta in it.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, we love Ray Liotta too.
yeah, you'll like this. It's
Okay.
it's a comedy for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 When he said the name, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
You've seen it. Okay.
Yeah, I love Ray Liotta and Gene Hackman, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you know that's one thing. I mean, not to get too off topic on movies this tomorrow, but there's not a whole lot of actors that have that gusto in our current generation. There's a handful, and one of them, I mean, I hate to throw it out there already, but Timothy Chalamet. He's so young and he's so talented.
Yes.
He's gonna have a
Yes.
long, illustrious
I
career.
hope so. I hope
and
so.
I really hope he wins on Sunday.
I know.
I really do.
I know. Me too.
Anyways.
For what was the
Complete
movie?
Unknown.
The Complete
Well,
Unknown.
he's also nominated for Dune.
He is.
But, yeah.
He's up for 2.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing. Pretty
Well,
cool.
I think he's only nominated as Best Actor for Complete Unknown.
Okay, and
I
then
think he can only
supporting
be
actor.
one. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, we're going to be watching the Oscars on Sunday, talking about them on Monday, and tomorrow we'll make some predictions, shall we?
Except for I'm not going to be here Monday.
I know.
I know.
You're going to call in from Laughlin, remember?
Well, I might not be able to.
We got Kelly calling in on Wednesday from Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday,
That'll
the day
be fun.
after Fat Tuesday, and you calling in from Laughlin on Monday.
I don't think
mean,
it's going to happen because I'll be in class. and
Just tell them I'm a radio personality and I got to phone it in. They'll understand.
I'll do what I can.
All right.
I'll talk
Anyway.
to the state auditor and see what I can
Okay,
do.
perfect. So tomorrow
That'll get you far.
we're going to be reviewing The Brutalist, which is a 3-hour and 20-minute long movie. Have you finished it yet?
No, I was
No.
trying to watch it last night after
Yeah.
working on the house all day. 11:30, I put it on.
Yeah.
11:45, I was out. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and it's sitting there playing again. I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah. I told you it's somewhat of a slog.
Yeah, I'm just was exhausted too.
Have you
but-
noticed that I have tried to work in that word in the show
I'm sorry,
every
I
day?
told you that word.
I love that word.
You've been doing it at least once a week.
I try to do it once a day.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should make a bingo card for the show. And then when you hear slog, you put it, and then when you hear Matt complain about his life.
That's every
So
day.
basically, every day someone will win. Got it.
Right. All right. So tomorrow, tune in for the review with Matt and Ma Hinshaw of The Brutalist. We got to check in with Barry, make sure he sees it
Yeah.
before tomorrow.
Hey, I don't complain about my life that much.
Yeah.
Only when I'm awake.
Only when you're awake. True facts. So today is Fat Thursday, the Thursday before Ash Wednesday, which makes it Fat Thursday on the Christian calendar, also known as another holy excuse to scarf down donuts. Yeah.
Do you really need an excuse to scarf down donuts?
Any day that ends in Y.
Right? There you
Pretty
go.
much,
Any
yeah.
There
day
you
that ends
go.
in Y, you can have donuts.
They say it's a bigger deal over in Europe. Over here, we do Fat Tuesday, not Fat Thursday. I mean, if you're going to do all the days, Fat Friday, Fat Monday, Fat Sunday,
Fat February.
All the same.
all the same. It's also National Toast Day, which is the last Thursday in February. You ever wonder why the smell of toast is so addictive?
No.
Well, it's actually a scientific process called the Maillard reaction. And toasting caramelizes the sugars in bread, which tells our brains that something good is about to happen. Unless it's burnt
That's okay.
unless it's burnt toast. Right? Because isn't that a sign of stroke when you smell burnt toast?
Oh, I always smell burnt toast. Is that a bad sign then?
Well, if you smell it and nobody's burning toast, yes, that's a bad sign.
Yeah. I think.
Really? You always smell it? Okay. Scared me. Hey, how about some toast fun facts for you?
Wow. Fun facts about toast. We're really stepping it up on this show today.
Slow news day. It's believed the ancient Egyptians invented toast 3,000 years ago. A study in 1835 debunked the buttered toast phenomenon. They say that the toast always lands buttered side down when you drop it. But they said it has less to do with some freaking nature and more to do with the angle of your hand. And actually that you're holding it with the toast up, I think.
I think it would be the physics of the weight being on one side, but I don't know.
Okay, well, that
I would
too.
agree with that.
too, yeah, there you go. While operating on epilepsy patients, Canadian neurosurgeon Wilder Penfield discovered the toast center of the human brain. It's got just one job: detecting when toast is burning.
There's a
So
toast
that
center.
might have something to do with when you're about to have a stroke. You smell it.
So I can't have a part of my brain that makes me see the future or rich or
But-
anything else like that. But I
makes
can
toast.
Exactly.
smell toast.
Smell burnt toast. Yeah, there you go.
What a waste.
It's National Chili Day today.
Ooh, there
All
we
right.
go.
Well, good.
Yeah. So you might want to skip yoga tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you think Drew and I go to yoga?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I go to goat yoga.
I don't just talk to you guys, okay?
Yeah, I like
was-
hot goat yoga, by the way.
I've done goat yoga.
Good for you.
Yeah, in way out there, like what's past Chandler.
New Mexico.
I mean, way out there. We went and we did go, and it's really fun. They actually do get on your back when you're doing yoga. I don't know why, and you just laugh, and it's just for fun.
So
Okay.
you're not getting any exercise in then.
Not really.
But yeah, you were looking at Drew when you said that about
Yeah.
the yoga. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So can you just like lay down and have the goat just stand on your back and
Yeah.
call it yoga?
yeah, and then
All right.
they also let you pick up the goats, which if you don't have goats to pick up, that's kind of a fun thing too, right?
I guess.
Pass.
Where are you guys today?
No, that.
My
We're just
stories
not
are,
into goats.
My stories are boring you, I can tell.
No. I
Should we
don't.
take a break? Let's take a break and come back with some more news stories, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
Since Drew turned off his mic.
Let's,
Yes.
let's do it. Let's do it. More on Leza Live coming up. Right now, just a friendly reminder from your friend Leza that there's no better time to focus on your health and well-being. And Prescott Women's Clinic right here has everything you need. Their dedicated team is here to provide exceptional care for every woman every step of the way. They've been here for a couple decades. They're not going anywhere. Whether it's a routine checkup, prenatal care, or you need a little guidance through life's transitions, Prescott Women's Clinic offers the expertise and compassion that you deserve. Not companionship, compassion. With confidence and care, they'll take care of you. That's Prescott Women's Clinic. Their number is 928-778-4300, or you can learn more online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. Going over some headlines in the news with Matt and Drew this morning. Remember we talked about that city killer asteroid last week?
Yeah, and
Well-
I had a great request for on Magic with it.
Yeah, what was it?
It's the end of the world as we know
Oh,
it.
right. And I played it
Yeah.
for you.
You
Yes.
did, yeah.
Yeah, well, NASA did a bit more math. Turns out that city killer they said had a 1 in 32 chance of crashing into Earth a few years from now is going to whiz right past us. So nothing to worry about.
Dang it.
But they have actually downgraded it to 0% chance. Good news for us, but bad news for the moon. There's still a 1 in 70% chance it'll hit our closest neighbor on December 22nd, 2032. So in 7 years.
That'd be kind of cool. I wonder what would
It would not
happen.
be cool. It would be awful.
No, I wonder what would happen if you see like it hit and just like,
Exploded the moon.
yeah.
I think there would be major repercussion from that. Don't we need our moon?
Yeah, it keeps everything in balance.
Right.
You know, what's going on with the planets and their rotational, what's the word I'm looking for? Pulls
Right.
and the tides
And
and,
the
all
gravity
that. So that
and-
could really change a lot of things.
Okay, so we have 7 years to figure out how we're going to take
right.
that city killer asteroid out.
Well, I
Hopefully
think if it
somebody's
gets
on it.
closer, then we got to worry about it. But
Yeah.
if right now, party on, Garth.
Hopefully somebody's on it. I mean, do we have to solve all the problems, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
all right.
mean, that's why they call us the Dream Team.
The Dream Team. Is Drew included in
Because we're
that?
sleeping and we're dreaming.
Drew is part of the Dream Team.
Is
but,
Barry part of the Dream Team? That's questionable.
I don't know. I mean, he's only here 1 day a week.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
that's even less than an hour a day.
Right.
I
Because if we
mean-
include Barry, we've got to include Kelly.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kelly's part of it.
Kelly's part.
All
of
right.
it.
All right. All right. Hey, speaking of Kelly, she posted, we talked about plane crashes yesterday, and she posted this story on my timeline. An Australian couple was forced to share their row on a plane for 4 hours with a dead corpse.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Well, the
I thought
lady.
that was a joke.
Nope.
No.
Sorry.
For
I mean,
real?
That happened. Yeah, the passenger collapsed and died midway from Australia to Italy. So the Qatar Airways crew just covered her with a blanket while the couple had no place to go until the plane landed 4 hours later.
Well,
That cannot be right.
at least he kept the body warm.
Well, who got the frequent flyer miles for her?
Yeah, they should split it.
I just can't imagine. The airline
That would be a
says
long flight.
they plan to contact the couple who, at the very least, want an apology and explanation and a lot of free miles for sure. That's awful.
I would have been like, do I get her meal and drinks?
Exactly. Do you get her miles? And you know.
Stop it. Stop. That's really an awful story. Can you
No,
imagine?
it's horrible.
Have you ever been
it's
on a
really
plane?
bad if she had an aisle seat and you got to move her.
Why couldn't they move her to the back?
Yeah.
Or move her to the front?
Or just put her in the bathroom and just
Shut
lock
the
the door and leave her in there.
Fold her in half and shove her in the top. And, you know.
This is awful. This is an awful conversation. But
It
anyway.
would be a
Yeah.
horrible trip if you knew about that.
Well, have you ever been on a plane when there's been a medical emergency?
Yes.
Yes, I have too. Somebody was having a cardiac situation, and they asked if there was a doctor on the plane, and they got the person stabilized. That we didn't have to reroute or anywhere or anything like that. But it's scary because, yeah, I mean, you're in the sky. What do you do?
Yeah.
Cry.
You know? Yeah, very scary. So
That's why I don't go on airplanes.
Well, you know what? It's getting scarier and scarier. I read another story about a small plane crashed into a snowy Vermont mountain, and amazingly, all 3 passengers on board weren't even seriously hurt. I guess this happened yesterday. The plane took off from Baltimore, but slammed into Mount Equinox in foggy, snowy weather. Rescuers say everybody survived because all that new soft snow helped cushion the plane's fall.
Better to be lucky than good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kelly's getting on a plane today, right?
But
Didn't
she's
she
going
say-
to New Orleans. She should be half in the bag by now. You know?
Well, yeah, especially before you even get to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think? I don't know. I usually wait till I get to the airport.
You're going to Mardi Gras. You
Yeah.
got
Thank
a
you,
party.
Matt.
Well,
You're going to Mardi
Mardi
Have
Gras-
you been to Mardi Gras?
No, I've
Well,
been.
there's your
I've been to
answer.
Narlands.
All right.
No, I haven't.
Where's your sweetie? He's out here, right?
Yeah.
All right. We need to get him to take you to Mardi Gras.
Okay.
I want to
let's-
go. I've never been. I just know the spirit. That's how I live my
parents-
life.
My parents used to go to Mardi Gras. Is that weird? Like when they were like older.
Well,
I was always surprised. They had the best time.
I cannot confirm or deny anything that happens in Mardi Gras, but it's something you should do before you
Yeah. Okay.
leave the planet.
Well, Kelly's going to call in Wednesday morning from Ash Wednesday from Mardi Gras from down there on the streets of Bourbon Street.
And I told her, if she's sober, I'm going to be disappointed.
I know.
I would.
Yeah. Well, we can't put her on the air if she's not sober.
Well, she's calling in.
We'll
How do
get
we
in-
know?
We'll
We
get
can't
in
control
trouble.
her.
We'll get in trouble.
We'll only get in trouble
not
if she
even
says
here.
bad things.
All right. Well, it's 9 a.m. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you know.
well,
Nobody's listening,
it'll be
right?
10 in the morning for her, so she should be on a roll.
Okay. All right. We'll see. That's next Wednesday. Everybody be sure to tune in. All right. We got to move on. We have 100 Men Who Care. Prescott coming in to talk about their big event coming up next week. So stick around for that right now. At Pro Solutions Dental Group, they believe a healthy smile starts with healthy gums. Their proactive approach focuses on reducing inflammation and stopping gum disease before it starts, protecting both your oral health and overall well-being. With personalized care and expert guidance, they make it easy to stay ahead of potential issues and keep your smile at its best. Discover the difference a preventative approach can make. Visit PrescottDentist.com or give Pro Solutions Dental Group a call and make an appointment like I did, 928-776-1208. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. We have a studio full this morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Scott Dandos in studio. Good morning, babe.
Good morning. Good
The
morning.
crowd goes wild.
That's right. We have Pat Kirkendall.
The crowd says
no,
nothing.
no stranger to the airwaves here in the Prescott area. And another celeb, we have our county assessor, Judge Simmons in.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going, guys?
Okay,
Okay,
Stop.
good.
Time out. Lisa,
Yes, sir.
He just said Lisa. I heard it.
Oh, you owe us a buck.
on behalf of
Aw.
the men, 100 Men Who Care,
Yes.
we have a little gift for you
You're
for all that
kidding.
you do for us.
Oh, my goodness.
We kind of like you. Well, we do like you.
Well, that
Sorta,
is
kinda.
so
This is
nice.
on behalf of the 100 Men Who Care.
Wow.
Thanks for all you do.
What is
to
this?
promote-
It's a black bag to put
Oh,
puppy food
look
in.
how cool that is.
Very cool.
That is Very amazing. cool.
That looks like the KYCA
Oh,
logo.
Move it that way.
That is awesome. Oh, put it in the shot. Thank you, guys.
We'll get a group photo later, but thank you for all you do for us.
Fantastic. Somebody made this, I'm assuming.
Isaac Acosta, retired first sergeant who lives in Prescott Lakes, does those
wow.
for us. And they're all handmade here in Prescott, Arizona, USA.
That is beautiful. Where can people get their own? Online, or you have to do something special for 100 Men Who Care?
Call me.
Call you? Okay.
Call me.
All right.
He's got connections.
Got
That's
connections.
a really nice gift. Thank you,
thanks
guys.
for all you do for the community and for us.
It's my pleasure because you guys, you're doing so much. This group has really grown, raising money for charities here in our area. So let's talk about that. It's 100 Men Who Care. If people are not familiar with the group, who wants to kind of give an overview of what you guys do?
Pat's really good with words.
Yeah.
I vote for Scott.
I vote for Pat.
What's that? What's that music?
So now we get to take advantage of
Now
the bribe.
Judd's going to take the lead.
Jump in.
All right, let's do it, Judd. Tell people about 100 Men Who
my
Care
goodness.
Prescott.
When did we start? 2019.
Ish.
2019 with a few guys and a barbecue.
Yeah.
I think we raised I don't know about $10,000 that first go around.
Right, and you had a concept,
and
right?
look at us now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had a concept that you want to invite people to join you, and all they have to do is show up and bring $100, and then you take that $100 and it multiplies by how many people are there.
Yes.
And then you donate it to a charity here in town.
The original concept was based on, the tax deduction. $400 a year. So we meet once a quarter.
Right.
We get as many guys in the room. They bring their $100, and then we invite the local charities. So
Right.
everything goes local.
Right.
That was our
Everything.
big requirement.
Yes. There's
yes.
no overhead.
None.
There no money goes.
No national charities.
No national
Nothing.
charities. No money goes to putting on these events. You have
No.
sponsors and donors, and so every cent raised in one night goes to
Isn't that
a
amazing?
local nonprofit.
Yeah, and the fun part is we invite three.
Yeah.
And so each one gives a presentation. And so the original setup was the best man won. So
Right.
the one that got the most votes, inspired us the most, had the biggest need, whatever, received the entire pool for
Right.
that night. And we kind of changed things up over the years. We
Sure.
now we kind of split it up, amongst the three.
Right.
But now we have over 250, 300 members.
Yes.
There is a lot.
That's amazing.
So we get a good crowd. Again, everything goes local charities. We like to barbecue. We usually have a nice spread of food. Of course, some libations might be involved as well.
Right.
So we
Yes.
have a good time, and we're just we're done by 7:00. I mean,
Right.
we get in there, have a little happy hour, and then we start a program, questions and answers, and all that fun stuff.
Right.
And we're out. People love it.
Yeah, it's really a great program.
And we have one coming up.
Yes,
so
you
I'll
do.
let somebody else talk about that.
Yes. Tell us, Scott, when is the next one?
The next event's March 6th, next Thursday at Founding Fathers. Founding Fathers is a sponsor, location sponsor. We're going to throw up some burgers. We have a large grill that we're going to bring in burgers and dogs.
Nice.
Blushing Cactus is another one of the sponsors that are going to be there taking pictures.
Very nice.
Tell us about that grill, Scott.
Well, wait.
The grill has come up several times.
We've got to start, though. Remember, we started with George Foreman compliments of Ron Fain.
Oh,
would
is
do
that-
like 2 or 3 burgers.
Yeah, is that
And
what you
now-
started with, really?
Well, he brought a grill one time.
I can't imagine Ron Fain has a George Foreman. I mean, he's a rancher.
He had a 2-burner.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
It was a little rough.
So tell us about this grill now. And it's Eric Meinhardt's grill?
It was donated to Eric.
Yeah.
Dave
from
Barrett.
Dave Barrett,
Propane.
donated a real nice grill on wheels.
Okay.
You can pull behind your vehicle.
From Barrett Propane.
I'd say a couple hundred burgers can go down at
Is
the same
that
time.
right?
It's huge.
Crazy.
Wow, that's fantastic. And
So, we
is this
got
the
Grill
first?
Envy.
Is this the first event
The
that you've used
inaugural
it?
event.
That you're going
This
to use it?
inaugural event, we're going to use this grill.
Okay, so if nothing else, come out to see the grill
Come out
That's
and see
it.
the grill.
and make a difference in your community.
Bring some propane and
Yeah.
a $100 check or cash.
Right.
And come to the event. It's going to be a fun time.
And who's invited to come to the event? Is it just members only, or how does it work?
If you're interested in giving, you feel the need to be involved in the community and meet some guys, and there's a few ladies that show up to our event, network, pass around a business card, fellowship. It's a great time to give. It's a neat way to, fill your heart full of joy.
Yeah.
Everybody, come on out.
And anybody can come.
Well, but we have kids that show up too. Remember, we've had when we've registered kids coming in that, brought what they had saved for the week or their allowance and given their allowance. I mean, it's a great
As
way
long
to
as it
give
hits
back.
that $100, right, Pat?
That's right.
It's touching.
That's right.
Yeah, we never said no to a little less
We never say no to a little one that's being
generous.
Yes.
showing up and
Well, and
learning how to give.
There's always a few that donate more than $100 as well, right? What do you call them?
Plus givers.
Plus givers, yes. So, Matt, are you a plus giver?
I don't remember.
Matt has been to your events before. And,
Matt
Yeah,
has
a few
plus.
times.
and what did you
plus
think?
given.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it's a fun time,
Networking
right?
opportunities are great.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I get to meet all these guys all the time. So
Right,
it was great.
right. And you get to see your $100 grow by thousands.
Sure.
Yes.
That's the cool thing, is that
Yep.
at the end of the night, there's a tally, and everybody learns how much you guys have raised together and where it's going to go. Let's talk about the charities after this quick break that will be in attendance at your event coming up on March 6th that will benefit from 100 Men Who Care. That's coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, emergencies happen all the time, and when your heating and air goes out, I mean, that can really feel like an emergency. Have you ever had that happen? Well, I've got a number for you, so when it happens next time, you are covered. It's AC Medic Heating and Air. Their number's 928. Everybody in the room, put it in your phone, 928-848-6224. Whether it's a repair, replacement, or regular maintenance, AC Medic is just a call away, ready to get your home back to the perfect temperature fast. And listen to this. They offer 10% off repairs for all veterans, seniors, and first responders. Again, the number for AC Medic Heating and Air, 928-848-6224. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Hanging out with a bunch of superstars this morning. We have Judd Simmons, Pat Kirkendall, Scott Dandos, Matt Hinshaw, Drew Imity. I mean, I'm a lucky gal this morning.
Absolutely, you are.
The A team.
That's exactly
Okay, I got a
right.
question.
Yes, sir.
Where's the food?
That's on Friday. Yeah, you missed
Fun
it
Food
by
Friday.
that much.
Blair and I do the good old boy show on Friday afternoon, and all we hear about, you missed the food this morning. You missed the chow. And
You should have been here last week. There's a bunch of dogs in here.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. Bubba's first birthday party.
cake.
Bubba.
Yeah, we always have a good time. You can stop in any time on a Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, Barry's like, I'm not feeding everybody.
But he does.
But he
Does he
does.
feed everybody?
He's very generous. Very, very generous.
Good
and
fun.
speaking of generosity, this community is known for being super generous. We get behind our own, and whenever there's a need, there's somebody there that wants to help out. And this event coming up next Thursday it's at 6:00 at Founding Fathers, right?
5
The,
o'clock.
the gates open at 5.
5, okay.
Registration and check-in at 5.
Okay.
Mingle, grab a burger, grab a beverage.
Right.
Mingle, network. At 6 o'clock sharp, we start the program.
Okay, perfect. You can come to Founding Fathers with $100 in your hand and watch it grow by thousands to be given to charities, nonprofits right here that are making a difference in our community. Let's talk about those nonprofits that will be in attendance on Thursday's event.
I'll take the first one, the Northern Arizona Dream Center. It locally helps out aged out foster care women with housing and women who need housing, some women that have been released from prison and whatnot. Both demographics are prime targets for trafficking trade. Neither of them really have much money, so they're one of the programs that are going to be speaking on next Thursday.
Okay, very good.
Then
What's
Matt
another one?
Force.
Oh, Matt
started
Force.
by Sheila Polk
Yes.
years and years and years ago when she was the county attorney. That really helped people through addiction and get them out of the court system where they're not spending a lot of time in jail. But they do a great job here in the community, just awareness in the schools and giving back. But, just anti-drugs, putting the message out there that drugs, are no good.
Right.
So, we're doing this, and Sheila's retired, but Sheila's legacy continues.
Absolutely. Great program here in our area. And what's the third one, Judd?
Yeah, our last one is Recovering the Pines, and then they're a recovery rehab. I don't know. Do they even like to be called rehab?
I don't know.
Rehabilitation
Yeah.
center. I know that there is a for-profit side, but they do have a nonprofit charitable part of his business,
Okay.
and that's where that money is going to be
Wonderful.
going. Yes.
I mean, how do you decide between those three? All doing such great work for our community. And so what happens is all three of these entities will speak at the event on Thursday, and then they pass around a bucket, and you get to choose who you want your money to go to. And in the end, the one that has the most votes gets the bigger portion of the pot. And then, but nobody goes home empty-handed, right?
Nobody goes home empty-handed. We usually do an 80-10-10 split.
Nice. That is so nice.
And nobody goes home hungry.
Nobody goes home hungry.
Man, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
a win-win.
And your heart is full because you've done something great.
Well, the great thing about it is that, there's so many plus givers, but the plus givers are so humble. It's not like, hey, I plus give, and they
Right.
stand up and make announcement. Everybody from $100 to whatever you give is treated equally and recognized the same. It's
Yeah.
all
all
about the
appreciated.
give, yeah.
Right. I love that so
And
much.
we raise probably on average around 15,000.
That's amazing.
Yes. And
That's
some,
amazing.
Some events more, obviously. Some
Right.
events
Right.
a little less, but that's a pretty good haul for really only speaking of. You get 8 minutes to talk about your program.
Mm-hmm.
A few minutes for questions and answers, and it's a pretty small investment to receive a large amount.
Yes, that is amazing.
Well, but how many events that the events over at 7 o'clock, the charity can start using that money at
right
7:01.
now. Yep.
Correct.
I mean, that is
it's
wonderful.
not, hey, we got to wait for our accountant to send a check, and then we got to audit it, and then we got to take out expenses.
Right.
That money is available right on the spot because the majority of it's right in cash.
Yep.
If
We hand it over right then.
That's wonderful. If somebody's listening right now and they're like, "Wow, this is really cool. How do I get involved? How do I become a part of 100 plus men who care here in Prescott?" What do they do?
I think Scott likes late night phone calls. Scott, what's your personal cell phone
cell
number?
phone
They can
number.
call you between 9 p.m. and 5 in the morning because that's the time you're available.
I'm available.
He's available. Absolutely.
Scott ends up being a donation center. So
He really does, because a lot of times people can't make it to the event and they'll drop off their check or their cash at Prescott Glass and Mirror here in Prescott, and also there are other places people can drop off their money, right, Scott?
Right. The Fane Landing Cattle out in Prescott Valley on Main Street. You can drop it off with at their office. They're willing to take it.
It's pretty amazing how many people drop off the money that can't make it. They hear it here on the radio or on Pat's show or wherever, and they're like, you know what, I can afford to pass on $100 to help out one of these great nonprofits in our area. So that's always an option as well if you can't make it. But if you can, it's a great time.
Sure.
I've been to several of them, and it's always a good time. You always feel a lot of a great sense of community when you go to these events, and you're making a difference.
Well, and I think, again, just the different charities. shop with a cop. I mean, we just had Chief Bonnie, 2 weeks ago at one of our meetings, just talking about the successes of the money that was raised and how many kids were blessed and able to provide or be able to get gifts that they never would, or just all the events.
Right.
Brad Newman.
Yeah. Yes.
Raised over $80,000.
Yes.
For our beloved Brad Newman to bring him back to Prescott.
Exactly.
Yep, that was a great event as well. Absolutely. You guys have a website. People can go to that website to learn more. It's 100menwhocareyc.com. And you kind of suggest people register for these events because you want to have an idea of how many burgers you need, right?
Exactly.
We need a head count to prepare for the food.
Right.
We have local members and or non-members that would like to be a food sponsor.
Thank you, Judd.
And
Thanks
so
for coming in.
we need to know those numbers so we can prepare properly.
Right,
Make
and
sure everybody gets a meal.
People can register right there on the website, correct?
Absolutely.
Where are we
absolutely.
at right now for this event?
Right now, the last count was about 87 registered.
That's amazing.
That's we're doing pretty good. Usually,
That's great.
the guys register like the last week.
Sure,
So
or they just show up. You don't
they just
have
show
to
up.
register. I mean, if you're on the fence, whether you can make it or not, just come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, we're talking about 100 Men Who Care Prescott this morning. Judd had to leave us early. We can talk about him next segment.
Well, he went to work.
Right.
He
has
has a day job.
He has a day job.
That's
yes.
good.
Don't you all? Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
All right, Pat Kirkendall, Scott Dandos in studio. More on the event coming up next Thursday, coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, if you're not following Artful Eye Jewelers on Facebook and Instagram, you got to do it because it's super cool. They post before and after pictures of things that they are creating with people's old jewelry that's just taking up space in the jewelry box. It's super cool. You'll see one picture. There's a pile of diamonds that have been passed down from generation. They don't know what to do with it. Well, the Artful Eye Jewelers will sit down with you and they will give you ideas on what you can create out of stuff you already have. And that process is free. Ideas and estimates are always free. Repurposing your old jewelry is super, super fun. So I highly suggest you clean out your jewelry boxes and go see the talented designers and goldsmiths at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking about 100 Men Who Care here in Prescott. This is a group that gets together 4 times a year, has an event, invites everybody to come, bring $100 to get in the door, and watch that money grow for local nonprofits. They walk home with, cash that they can use, like you said, at the end of the night. I mean, it's ready to go.
You're right, but
Yeah.
I'm protesting again. Time out.
Yes.
How do you get the lively music?
Well-
Me and Steve get, I lost my truck and my wife and my pickup.
I picked out the music
yeah,
for my bumpers.
we get the sad songs.
Yeah, I
mean,
can
it's
help
like
you
no
with
wonder
that.
Friday afternoon it's like gloom and doom, and we're just trying to live it up. But you get all the
Leza can help you with that. She's good at picking out
rap,
the right
baby.
tune.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Well, I can help you with that.
There you go. Well, help us.
Okay, you got it.
Got it.
So let's talk a little bit about, do you have a memorable story you can share where the donations from this group have helped somebody here locally?
Again, we've been so blessed to give so many opportunities to so many charities, but one that really stands out is the Shop with a Cop. And I know, that's just became a real big passion, I think, for many of us because of the kids in our community and in our police department, our firefighters. And, we want to do a big shout out always for our police and fire.
Absolutely.
24/7. They're out there protecting,
Taking
and
care
all
of
the
us.
city employees and the county employees that are out there, the streets and everybody. But our police and fire go so far and above and beyond. But Chief Bonnie was telling a story about one of her little ones that she took shopping this year. And it was a little girl, and, they were shopping and it talked about a toothbrush. And so the chief says, well, would you like to have a toothbrush? Yeah, that's it. And she goes, would you like to have one for your brother too? And she goes, no, it's okay because we share. And of course,
Wow.
there's two new toothbrushes in that
Of
family.
course.
But I mean, we're not in those shoes, and sometimes you just gotta take off your hat and be humble and realize there's a lot of people in our community that are humble, that are hurting, and they need the assistance. And just like with these charities, I don't think anybody wants to get on addiction. It's a high, it's a buzz. There are all these words, but you can't get off. It's
Right.
a train.
Right.
It's a train crash, and you can't get off it. And until you deal with people or see somebody in that situation, you don't know their struggles.
Right.
And I think that's what we're also humble. I mean, when we go to our meetings, of course, we're jovial, but by the end of the meeting, we're humbled and honored to be able to do this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Touching people that need toothbrushes or a pair of socks
It's
Yeah.
exactly right.
or just a roof over their head or a meal.
Right.
You know,
Or
we take
just
a lot for
support.
granted. So to be able to give, to be such a small little part, we're all interlocking our arms, and we can do so much to make a big difference and share the love throughout the community.
Right.
But
right.
that brings us up to a paycheck. Let's talk
Yes.
paychecks.
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 Okay.
Tomorrow's a big job fair in Chino Valley.
Well, wait,
Sponsored.
let's not shift gears just yet. Let me say one more thing. Let me say one
Come
more thing.
on.
I want to tell you guys
Okay.
that
Uh-oh.
if you haven't been to one of these events and you want to get involved in the community and you just don't know how and you're afraid of the commitment, well, this is a really great organization to participate in because the commitment is just 4 hours a year. And $400 a year, and there's no. I mean, if you can make it, if you can't, there's no obligation there either. So again, 100 Men Who Care. Now let's shift gears to the Chino Valley.
No, I want to
Job
go
Fair.
back. Let's talk about $100 in 2 hours.
$100 and
$100 in 2 hours.
Yeah. It
That's
works.
$50 an hour.
Right.
And a meal.
Right,
And a meal.
Absolutely.
go.
So the Chino Valley Job Fair is coming up
Tomorrow, 11:30 to 2 at the Chino Valley High School, sponsored by Yavapai College Regional Economic Development Center. And a big shout out to our job fair queen for Yavapai County, Catherine Anderson with Yavapai College REDC. But 38 employers and a lot of resources. And the great thing about it is we do the ones in Prescott and Cottonwood during the evening for those underemployed. Tomorrow will be at Chino Valley because the school's closed on Friday. But we're during lunchtime, so maybe somebody that's underemployed can come out and just look at some new career opportunities to better themselves.
Yes, wonderful.
Fantastic.
Again, it's at the high school, and what are the times?
11:30 to 2 o'clock. Lots of great
Fantastic.
jobs.
38 different
Employers.
employers out there. So yeah, there's no excuse. They're out there looking for good people.
And thanks to Jason, because I know Jason will be there from KYCA.
Is he looking for radio hosts?
I think he's trying to replace somebody on the Friday
Don't
afternoon
look at
show,
me.
and Something about a host for the third Tuesday and Friday afternoons,
I
but
love
don't tell
it.
Steve.
I love it. All right, you guys, thanks for coming in. Again, the website is 100menwhocareyc.com. The event is next Thursday. I'll remind you, have a great day.